Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining in today. My name is Kim Sims. I'm here to talk to you about incorporating Young Living into your family life. We have been doing it in our family, and Young Living makes it super easy. I'm not particularly comfortable recording myself or talking in front of people, so I have written out what I want to say, and so I'll be reading a lot of what I want to say to keep things moving along. I know that your time is valuable and mine is limited. So I wanted to let you know that while we're using Young Living products in my family, it may look a little bit different for you, but Young Living does make it super easy for you. First, I'm going to tell you what pulled me in to Young Living, and then I'm going to tell you what changed for us. I was originally introduced to Young Living by my sister-in-law, Beth. I understand from experience that it often takes multiple exposures to essential oils for someone to be a believer in them. Initially, I saw them as scents, an option to candles, one more gimmick to take my hard-earned money to be involved in the latest fad, and I wasn't having it. I didn't like the smells of candles or those units that melted wax. I wasn't interested in a healthier lifestyle. I like my junk food and my canned beverages. Thank you very much. The thing that pulled me into Young Living, though, hook, line, and sinker, was my children. My then 6-year-old had a pretty strong reaction while we were in a downtown clothing store to the air freshener that they had running. We were about 2 steps in the door, and I stopped to talk to the shop owner, and he immediately started to yank on my coat and said, "Mommy, Mommy, let's go." I tried to get him to settle down so I could chat a little, but he was really panicky, and I couldn't figure out what the problem was. So I told her I'd have to come back later, and we left right away. As soon as we were outside, he started sucking in air like he had been suffocating. His little chest was heaving, and he said he couldn't breathe in there, and I'd never seen him do anything else like that before, so it was a little unnerving for me. Fast forward a couple of weeks, and I went to my sister-in-law's class along with my mother-in-law for moral support, and I dutifully tried on every single oil, but I barely paid attention to the information that was given. After class, I received a text from my husband letting me know that his whole family was at my house for supper unexpectedly, and I went home to my not very clean house full of relatives, and my little boy was having an extreme meltdown because he was having to share his favorite toy with his cousin. As I walked in the door, something flew across the room, and I was mortified. I grabbed his little hand and I took him to his room thinking, everybody's here thinking I'm a terrible housekeeper and a horrible parent. And we walked down the hall and I shut the door and I hit the wall and slid down and I pulled him into my lap. And I realized at that moment that I had all 11 oils all up my arms and on my neck, and I expected yet another freak out. He started deep breathing and I thought, here it comes. But I stayed calm and I asked him what happened, and he explained the situation in his little 6-year-old words. He sat on my lap and he was just taking these deep breaths, but it wasn't panicky like before in the store. It was more of a calming, deep breathing. And I gave myself a little pat on the back for, being able to keep my cool, and asked if he was ready to play nice and share his toys. "No, Mommy, not yet," he said. And I said, "Okay." So we sat another few minutes and he was just breathing, and finally he said, "Okay, Mommy, we can go out now." And the rest of the night went great. So $160 for smelly stuff seemed pretty inexpensive at that moment. I realized that I was more calm and able to be a good mom, and he was more calm too. And that was all I needed. Sign me up. I've had more aha moments like that in my own family that really solidified my confidence in these oils being the real deal. It's not all in my head when the results come from a sensitive to smells 6-year-old who asks for cedarwood, which is not the sweetest smelling oil, as that oil that keeps the bad guys away at night. And from my teen who uses Digize to support his healthy digestive system on a weekly basis. And I've shared oils with others who have had their own aha moments. What really got me using Young Living's other products, though, was a video that Kathy Ellsburn had posted on her Global Revolution page about making her own laundry detergent. It wasn't the laundry detergent itself that she was making, but what she said. She said something like, If you are using commercial laundry detergents and the fabric softeners, you're breathing in their fragrances all day long. It's in your clothes, in your sheets, in your pillows, in your blankets. The only time you aren't smelling these fragrances are when you're in the shower, and that's when the light bulb went off. My son had been having a reaction over the week prior, and he would feel a little better one day, he would feel a little worse the next day, and it went on like that for a week or so. I realized I had bought a new body wash for my kids, and it had such a strong fragrance I could smell it from the other room when they showered. He had been showering about every other day at the time, and I asked him to stop using the body wash. Guess what? No more reaction. So what I knew was he felt better when he didn't use it. So I told my husband and my kids, we're not going to buy this stuff anymore. My other son said, well, it doesn't bother me. I want to keep using it. But every time I thought about what Kathy said, it kind of started to piss me off. I thought, and I don't know because I'm not a doctor or a scientist, but if it bothers one person so much that they have a reaction, what's it doing to their body? So maybe it's doing something to my other child and he just doesn't feel it yet. I Googled the dangers of and the ingredients on the bottle, and I got a pretty unsettling list. I've used the Think Dirty app that tells me what a product rates, so I don't have to look up each individual ingredient. I've gone to the FDA website to see what they say, and I've gone to the American Cancer website, and you can all do that too. They can't say for certain what levels of these ingredients are harmful because people can't be put in a petri dish. They can't control what we've been exposed to and say with certainty that a product causes anything. There are carcinogens in many of the everyday products that my family and I used, such as formaldehyde, which can be labeled on products in many different names, including formalin, methanol, methylene glycol, methylene oxide, and others I can't pronounce. And a number of other substances are put in our everyday products at acceptable levels for human use. The issues I have with using products with acceptable levels of these ingredients is that when I use 5, 10, or 20 of these products that have acceptable levels of carcinogens, at some point, and I don't know what point that is since I'm not a scientist, but at some point in my little brain, they must become unacceptable levels, right? How many products do you put on your face and body and breathe in every day? Think about it. You get up and you shower, so there's shampoo, conditioner, soap, or body wash, shaving cream, and then you get out of the shower and there's lotion. You style your hair and you use products to keep your hair straight or curly or keep it from being heat damaged, and hairspray, and you do your makeup and it's cleaner, toner, moisturizer, concealer, primer, foundation, blush, multiple eyeshadows, eyeliner, mascara, and then it's deodorant, perfume, body spray, powders, foot powders, and one would think, I use these things and my body gets rid of these toxins, right? I feel fine. It's not hurting me. It's not that much, or I don't use that much makeup or use these products that often. The American Cancer Society, in an article on their website about cosmetic safety, states, innocent until proven guilty. There are those who believe that the products are adequately regulated and that because they haven't been shown to cause problems, they should be considered completely safe. The weakness of this argument is that there are many gaps in the evidence, particularly on the extent to which the ingredients and cosmetics can be absorbed and built up in the body. Further, just because a substance hasn't been shown to cause a problem doesn't ensure that it's risk-free. The article continues. Most scientists and regulatory agencies believe that it is very unlikely that cosmetic ingredients have serious health effects because of the low dose from such exposures, even with regular use. The assumption that the doses are low is generally based on the low levels of specific substances in cosmetic products, the limited areas of the body where they are used, as well as limited absorption through the skin. However, these assumptions are not always correct. For example, benzophenone 3, an ingredient in some sunscreens, can be measured in urine samples from most people in the United States. End quote. How often do you use sunscreen? All year round? All summer long? Only on weekends in the summer? It's overwhelming to think about, so then you don't. What am I going to do? What are you going to do? Start living like a caveman? Then I realized I do have a choice for better products for my family. Young Living really lets you take control of the products in your home and lets you easily take control of what your family is exposed to. Again, you can't put your family in a petri dish or in a clean room for the rest of their lives. What I love about Young Living products is that I don't have to worry about any of that. The oils used in these products are taken from plants grown in the soil that has not had toxic or synthetic chemicals used on it. They contain no toxic chemicals and they aren't processed or distilled with them. I began replacing items at home with Young Living products. Shutron body wash for my boys. Morning Start is my favorite bar soap. Savvy Minerals makeup is amazing. They have lotion, shampoos, conditioners, Thieves cleaners, foaming hand soap, dish detergent, and yes, laundry detergent, which I love. And I did try my hand at making my own laundry detergent. Thanks, Kathy. And I love that too. And it's also very affordable. These products are plant-based and concentrated, so you get so much bang for your buck. The lotion is so thick and creamy that I add water to it. I've easily and painlessly switched out many of the products in my home that contain harmful ingredients. It's a process, but each time I replace a product with a cleaner version that Young Living makes or that I have made myself with Young Living oils, I feel good about it. The Essential Rewards program makes it easy and affordable to do it. It saves me money on shipping, gives me reward points to use on other products and get them for free, and they bring them all right to my door. Not only that, every time I order, Young Living pays the person who introduced me to their fabulous products, and the person that introduced them, and the person who introduced them. How fantastic is that? Am I perfect? Nope. But I'm making progress. My son Gunnar says there's no right or wrong way to do it. As long as you're doing it in your family, you're technically your family's expert. I would encourage you to sign up for Young Living's Essential Rewards and try one or two new products a month and kick out one or two products that have unknown, unpronounceable, and potentially harmful ingredients in them. It feels good. It's better for you. So, I want to thank Kathy and Tom for putting this together today, and have a great day, everybody. And I hope you're getting some great information today. If you have any questions, get a hold of any one of us and we'll help you out. Thanks. Bye.